Loki, I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses, it's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk, he call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble, next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle, you just try not to fumble.
All right, Coach. Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, ten logo.
All day, every day, any day.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Go.
Motion.
Lock to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Yes. Motion out of the backfield. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. Aguilar has it. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. So don't say nothing.
Be driven.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, switch gears. Check 26.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Go. Get it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Got it.
Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
218, chop it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
61, matchbox lights.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break.
Check. 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Switch up. 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got you, punk.
Shoot.
On second and 11 now. Locke. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Blue 18.
44. Watch the screen. Pass. Shit.
Three.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Check it out,
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He finds his running back, Mixon. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Hey, watch the slant.
It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on second and 5. Mariota to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Don't get nervous. Kill.
Where are they, team?
Check 50, check 50. Check.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You got nothing today.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now Locke throwing on second down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun on third down, Locke completes it to Aguilar. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good for a Texan.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on second down. Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Charlie.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, Foxtrot.
59.
Now.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He finds Beckett complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Let's go now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
80 weapon.
Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey.
I'm coming.
Speed trip.
Block now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That's another Texans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Block now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A gain of 2.
Bravo.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
59. Mike's 59. I'm coming.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
From the 22, Locke steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
Let's go, baby.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
On play action, Mariota completes it to Samuel. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
A gain of 15.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota is going to let one fly for Tate. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Man, I got you. Switch. Tighten up.
Hey, exit. Now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
60 or. You must be dreaming.
Bang, 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 bang.
Protein spill.
Shift, watch the shift. Watch out.
Out 6'6", bullet high.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter. Five.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, baby, boom.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Exit.
Blue draw quarters. Check 49.
Hatchet.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mariota And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Carolina.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 13. Check 13. Shit.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
44 to Mike. I got you. 3. Slam.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to
Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one good for 26 and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Hey, I 7.
Mike, check. 59.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check safety. Watch twist.
Lead grip.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
You.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, echo.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Undercrunch.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Mariota on fourth down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darren Lee, and the Texans are going to win the football game.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about